Hello YouTube, it's your girl Yandy. Thank you for stopping by again. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification button so when I do drop these videos that you can know, so you can come and view your girl and support your girl. So thank you very much again for stopping by. As I mentioned in this previous video I made, this is part 2 to me purchasing my house for just $2,536. And I did say I'm going to go into detail of how I was able to make that happen. Now, needless to say, I did purchase my house 4 years ago in 2017. Now, the housing market in 2021 is different. The houses are higher, because I would tell you now, my house that I purchased back then, the price went about $80,000 more from when I purchased it. That's how much is being appraised for it now, which is only 4 years later. So I don't know what's the next 4 years going to be like. So maybe if you are looking to purchase a house, maybe now is the best time to purchase, because the longer we wait, the housing market may just keep going up. So it's always the perfect time to purchase a home, especially when you are ready. And to get ready, what I did was I worked on my credit. I worked on my credit because I knew that I had to remove some stuff off my credit. I had to pay down some debt, and I had to make sure that I didn't have no late payment for 2 years. I just wanted to clean my credit up, and I did that. It took me a while, but I did. Now, once my credit was decent, because I didn't have good credit then, and don't think you need really good credit to purchase a home, because a lot of people were like, oh, I need a 700 plus. No, you don't need perfect credit. You don't need really good credit. You don't need excellent credit to purchase a home. You need decent credit, and you need to have good credit history, right? So I fixed my credit to the best of my ability then, and then I started saving. So that was the longest part. Well, you know what? The credit part did take a long time too. But the saving, to up my saving, I got a second job. And when I got the second job, I minimized my costs and I started saving. Now, I didn't know how much I needed to save, because I didn't really speak to a mortgage broker yet. And I was like, I really wanted to be ready when I spoke to a mortgage broker. So I save until I felt like, okay, this is decent. I'm gonna reach out to a mortgage broker and see what they tell me. And when I did reach out to her, Veronica, again, I mentioned her name in the first video. When I did reach out to her, she looked at my credit and she looked at how much I had saved, and basically she approved me. No, she didn't approve me yet. She told me about city grants. And when she told me about city grants, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get qualified. She was like, she pulled the sheet. She was like, okay, you qualified. Now we just need to submit the application. So I'm going to show my screen to show you an example of what I'm talking about, because I was able to get a grant, a $40,000 grant through the city. So I'm just going to show you my screen to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this one I think I pulled from, I guess, this year. And this was the Home Buy Purchase Assistant Program for Broward County. Now, look at the county where you are looking to purchase the home. Look at the county and look to see if they have any purchase assisted program, first time home buyer program, and see if they have these grants available. But your mortgage broker would break this down to you, and based on your household size and what you bring in per year, they would let you know if you qualify for any of these programs. Now, you see how they're saying up to $40,000 available to these cities, the highlighted cities, and then they said Hollywood, $50,000. So different cities have different amount of grants that are available. Some have 30, some have 40, some have 50. Right here, this one for this, I guess it was this past year, the 2021, yes, it had 40 and 50. So look into the city to see what they have available, to see if you can get qualified for one of these. Now, once I was qualified, that's all I needed. I mean, I was able to get with a realtor and I was able to start looking for houses. When I did start looking for a house, they did say that some house, some seller, some area do not accept city grant. I didn't come across those. I really put one offer and my offer was accepted. So I didn't go into like multiple offers to see who was going to accept the grant and who's not. But they did tell me that some areas won't accept the grant because I don't know. There's reasons behind it. But when I found the house and I was able to put my offer in the house and my offer was accepted, so now the grant went into action. So now the grant have to be quickly, be processed so they could give, my broker the check for 40 grand to be able to send it off to where it needs to be sent off to. There are regulations for having a city grant. Part of my regulation is that if I sell my house anywhere between now and 15 years, I do have to pay that $40,000 back. Now, if I sell it after 15 years, I do not have to pay that back. So when you do purchase your house, when you do get a city grant, I guess find out what is the regulation for that particular grant, because they might have different one. But for me, I cannot sell my house. If I do sell my house within 15 years, I do have to pay it back. So there's a lien on my house for the grant. But you know what? I don't plan on selling my house. And if I were to purchase another house, I can always rent this one out. They don't have regulations on it has to be owner occupied. They don't have that. So you can definitely rent out the house if you want to. So now when I started the offer process, I put $2,000 down on my escrow. This one is basically the wire. Me wiring the $2,000 to my escrow. So this is something that they will ask you to. There was some people ask you for more, some people that probably ask you for less. Right now it's probably more because the housing market is higher. But yes, $2,000 I was able to send to my escrow. Now if you're calculating, this is $2,000. And I paid $500 for the inspection, $450 for the appraisal, and I was able to get credit for that appraisal, for that $450 appraisal. So going into the detail again. So this is the final calculation, cash to close. This where I had got credit for the appraisal. This is the deposit that I made to the escrow. These are like the grant money, seller's credit. My realtor, he was able to get me seller's credit. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what goes into all of that, but he was able to get me a seller's credit. And this was my cash to close. So the highlighted part are what I paid out of pocket. So when you look at it, $2,000 plus $1,586 plus $450 give me the grand total minus, I must say, minus $2,000. This minus $2,000 I was able to get back when my realtor helped me get the credit from the seller for the AC unit that was too old. So outside of paying what I paid, when I went to close, I was able to get a $2,000 check. So when you calculate all of that, I end up paying, this is how much I end up paying, guys. No lie. This is how much I end up paying out of pocket. Now, mind you, I was saving so much money thinking I was going to spend so much money. But at the end of the day, I only spent $2,536. This was my email for closing. Good afternoon. Please advise of the following cash to close. Final and approved cash to close is $1,586. Yes. So this all goes to show that with some information, some research, some information, having a great realtor, having a great broker to really break down everything for you, you'll be able to purchase a home for a decent amount of money. So if you are not a home buyer yet, if you're thinking about purchasing a home, but you've been thinking you have to save a lot of money to do so, once you have a decent amount of money in the bank, talk to a mortgage broker. Reach out. If you don't know a mortgage broker, reach out to a realtor. If you're in South Florida, again, you can reach out to my friend Gigi. She have helped some of my friends get the houses, and I'm pretty sure she can help you. But reach out to somebody and see if what you get qualified for. See if you can get qualified and what you can get qualified for. But don't think that you cannot purchase a home, especially now. Just get the information and just put yourself out there. If you get qualified, you get qualified. If they can't qualify you, they'll let you know what you need to do for you to be able to get qualified. So I am encouraging everyone, if you are interested in purchasing a home, this is what you have to do. Get the information, get someone that can help you, and look into those city grants. They could definitely help you out. Okay, I'm sorry this video was a little long, but I really wanted to go into all the details. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Drop your questions below. I am available to answer questions. And if anything, I'll see you in my next video. I hope this information was helpful, and I hope it encouraged at least one person to pick up the phone and call the realtor to see if they can get qualified for their home. So let's continue to make first-time home buyers happen all over the United States. So have a good day, guys. Smooches.